So the other day there was a sale and I picked up a lot of decks that I had no business getting. I got them anyway. And this is one of the decks that I got. So if you're interested in this deck, I will give you a link to this deck underneath this video. I'm an Amazon affiliate. So if you want to purchase one on Amazon.com, that will give me a few cents in my Amazon account and I'll be eternally grateful. This deck is called the Mediumship Training Deck. 50 practical tools for developing your connection to the other side. This is by John Holland and Lauren Rainbow. I got this deck because I have a lot of clients who have mediumship abilities. And they always want to know how to develop them, how to make them work for them. Like, what can I do with this gift, you know? And this is the kind of gift that you can do a lot with. So I figured it would be helpful if I had something I could do a reading with and see what they're not doing versus what they are doing. And maybe even for some of them, recommend the deck if it was something that they would be comfortable working with. So we're going to take a good look at it. I'm going to show you every last bit of this deck. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anyone and everyone who might like it too. Please drop me a positive comment in the comment section. Do you like this deck? Do you have this deck? Do you want this deck? If you want a reading done, I have like 600 decks. Please email me or hit me up on social media. I will be so happy to give you a reading. I offer many different types of readings. Let me see, what else can I tell you? My Amazon wish list is underneath this video in case you want to send me a gift for Christmas. And my PayPal and Cash App. I take donations to the channel and they are eternally great. I am eternally grateful for them. And what else? My Patreon and my Ask an Aquarius merchandise and my ArchAngel Michael merchandise is also underneath this video. So let's check this out, right? So first of all, you're going to notice about this deck, it is kind of glossy, but it opens at the top. Isn't that cool? It opens at the top just like that. And the cards come out. They're in paper. There is no guidebook. That's all that's there. So that's going to be easy to work with because you don't have to worry about a guidebook. Take this over here. Oh, there it is. There's the guidebook. Here's our guidebook. So it kind of folds out like this. And basically, it gives you some definitions. They give you some how to use. This is different because usually we have a huge guidebook. So this time we have a guide pamphlet, it looks like. So just a little something, something to help you use it. Just cool. Put it to the side. We're going to open this up. Luckily, as always, this particular company uses paper. So easy to get the cards out. I'm going to show you the backs of the cards before we get started. Oh, check it out. All the backs of the cards are the information for the card. That's why there's no guidebook. See? Each one has a lot written on it. And we get our artwork on the front. So let's take a look and see how flimsy the cards are. They're not too thick, they're not too thin, but they're on the thinner side. Okay? That's the first thing I notice about them. I notice that they're glossy. I notice that they're kind of large. They're not humongous, but they're large. Okay. All right. So first things first, the artwork on one side, glossy again. Very pretty. Love the colors. You turn it over and it explains how to use this. Oftentimes mediums do see animals. And it also tells you that there's a card here that is a partner to it. So you probably could use those two cards together. Okay, let's get the other ones out. So these are two parts. So we have to look at both sides. No wonder it doesn't have a guidebook. It doesn't need it. All the information is right here. So you get the picture on the front. Then you flip it over. And then it tells you about being of service. Blending with spirit. And then you flip it over. And it talks about it further. And it has a partnership card. So not all of them have a partnership card. But some of them do. And it will tell you at the bottom. Breath. Finding the stillness. That's very helpful. I like the fact that the information um is right there on the card. I like that a lot. I like a good guidebook moment, but for it to be on the card is really helpful. The only thing that makes that kind of problematic is I often like the backs of the cards. I often love that. So in essence, this is the back of the card, basically. And each one has a different back, and then they have a different message on the other side. So at least I get my love of art fulfilled that way. Like that way. I get my love of art fulfilled, but I also have the message on the back. So that's cool. So if you're somebody who has mediumship is the ability to talk to spirits, talk to spirits, see spirits, sense spirits, that kind of thing. So if you're somebody who's always seeing spirits, like in the physical or in your dreams, in your mind's eye, things like that, you're probably a medium. And most mediums have to develop themselves. That's what this deck is for, is to help you develop yourself, how to figure out how to tap into your spirituality, how to use your mediumship, how to, open up when you want to open up, how to express. Because think about it, if you're somebody who talks to spirits, and I've talked to a lot of people who talk to spirits, so I hear these stories all the time. I see and talk to spirits too, but some people have a stronger gift than others. So if you're a medium, your gift is going to be even stronger than that. And what happens with them is that they see spirits all of the time. I see them sometimes, or when I'm in meditation or in my dreams, but a medium is going to see them all the time, and they can sit and literally have a conversation with them, like right in real time. So you'll see them just like kind of talking to them, and the spirits will be telling them information. And some people are better with it than others. But from what I understand, if you use cards like these, you can train yourself and be able to fully use your mediumship. Now, different people have different, systems, card sets, classes, all kinds of stuff. John Holland, who you saw on for this deck, is very famous for that. But then there's also a bunch of other ones. James Von Pra has a deck, a mediumship deck. And I've seen Lisa Williams. She has all kinds of books and things on it. So it's something that a lot of different people do, like these kind of developmental classes or developmental books on and things like that. So if you're interested in further information, you can continue to research those names, because they're all over the place. They're all over hayhouse. They're all over Amazon. They're all over. I like this though, because I'm seeing that they're going into a lot of different areas with this. The cards are pretty diverse too. I'm seeing different ethnicities represented in this. I like that. I'm seeing men. I'm seeing women. Not seeing any crones yet. You guys know I'm looking for some crones. But he clearly is of Asian descent. Very handsome young man. So I like that diversity, and I would love to see more. Whenever you talk to someone and they're doing a deck, encourage them to make it as diverse as possible. That is definitely a favorite of many collectors, especially me. Psychic Touch. Okay. So if I got the Flower Power card, I would definitely go look for the Psychic Touch card and read them together. And as you can see, they're activities. It's like, touch this, go do that, want to experiment with this. Like, they have all kinds of experiments with these. These aren't just preaching to you like, okay, this is how you do something. It actually encourages you to practice and do different things with the information. So that's pretty cool too. So you're not just sitting there reading something, you're actually doing. Beautiful. Let me know in the comment section, have you ever seen a spirit? Any kind of spirit, an angel, a good spirit, a bad spirit. I have seen my grandmother at my old home. I felt an angel touch me. I felt the wing go down my arm. I think it was ArchAngel Michael. But but mostly I don't see them. Mostly I sense them. They come to me in dreams. I've had them knock things over at my home, stuff like that. But a medium could actually, see them and talk to them in real time. And because I have those other abilities, I probably could strengthen my mediumship ability, but I just never have because it's something that I think is beautiful and I think is beneficial. But I'm a card shark. I'm a reader. I'm a clairvoyant. So that's my strength, and I love it. So I just kind of stick to it. But I could develop other skills as well. So whatever your skills are, if you want to develop them in this lifetime, you should feel free. Grounding. Okay. Linking with spirit. So these are looking pretty good. I would have to actually use them to see. A friend of mine bought these way before I did, and she's been using them with her mediumship, and it has really bust open. I mean, for real. She was always good. She was always on point, but now she's getting better and better every time she practices. Beautiful. Masters of Mediumship. Let's take a look at the toolbox. Oh, the medium's toolbox. What's in the toolbox? Mediums. Okay. All right. Messages from spirit. Again, I like the artwork. It's attractive and everything. I just find it to be very simple. Which is not bad. Simple is not bad. Simple can be very good. But for my loving, like if I was gonna love them, I would want more complex. Not complex, but I guess I like busy images. Yeah, I think that would be better for me. More busy images. But these aren't bad. These are perfect for what they're for. I would like to have seen more diversity in these because they do touch on it, and you're going to see some more as I'm looking through these, but it's not as strong as I would like it to be. I would like to see more moments of gratitude. But as far as a teaching tool is concerned, I think these would be very beneficial to a beginner. If you're somebody who's been doing mediumship for a while, it might be nice to refresh yourself on some of these ideas, but only a beginner, like they're covering a lot of beginning topics, a lot of stuff that you might know if you've been doing it for a while. It would be a good refresher, like I said, but for a beginner it would be awesome because you probably know some of these things, but maybe you haven't practiced them or actually put them into any kind of action. The power of empathy. A little bit of empathy goes a long way. See, there's some diversity with her. She looks like maybe she's from the Hindu tradition. Beautiful, because she has the beads right here. I've seen people in the Hindu and Buddhist traditions use those, and it's beautiful. That's one of my favorite cards. What's it about? It's about prayer. Okay, yeah, because that's what you use the beads for, is to pray. Practicing patience. How many times have you seen these stones? And I guess it does take patience. Now that I look at it, I guess it does take patience to sit there and like put them in that perfect stack. I guess that does. Because they're probably falling, then the top one falls. So yeah, I can see that. I can see that being a very positive practice. Psychic journaling. I'm big on journaling. So I journal almost every day. I'm very big on that. I really feel like when you journal, you get a chance to really like kind of talk to yourself, it feels like. So and this one has 3 cards. Okay, some of them have more than one partnership card. Some of them have one partnership card, and some of them have no partnership cards at all. So that's something I've noticed. This gentleman, I think, was on a different picture, wasn't he? Yeah, I think he was. Let you count the spirit. Replenish your energy. Okay. Beautiful. Rose meditation. Love that too. Beautiful. Sitting in the power. Yes. In the power. This is beautiful. I really love that. I've had that happen to me before. I was in a meadow once, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a bunch of butterflies just landed on me. And it was the most beautiful, I would say, empowering message I ever got from the cosmos. So that's really pretty. Soul connections. Yeah, they cover a lot here. They do. They cover a lot. We've gone from animals to the soul to clairvoyance. It covers a lot. It really does. Spirit communication process. So, okay, this is the actual process of how to communicate. Okay. Spirit guides. How to tap into those helpers on the other side. So that's cool too. Yeah, this is really good. And then, like I said, after you've mastered these, you can go on to whatever is next. Symbols, beautiful. The medium's toolbox goes with the symbols. Okay. Thought power. Thought power, beautiful. Time to heal. Awesome. The other side right there. Trance dance. Then we flip it over to the other side. Turn on switch. I like that. Isn't that cool? I like that. See, some of the artwork got a little bit more complex as we went with it. So yeah, most of it is pretty simple, but it's still beautiful. Other side. There we go. And we're to the last one, it looks like. That one. The Wonder of Colors. So I am feeling this. I think this is a very helpful deck. If you're somebody who wants to develop your mediumship abilities, I definitely recommend this deck. Flip it on the other side. There you go. Yeah. And I think that even if you're not somebody who's in the mediumship, these concepts can be used. But it's like a training, like I said before, so you can still use the concepts. Like, let's say if you're not into mediumship, you might want to use the back of it, but you can use the front of it, the Wonder of Colors, and you can use color therapy for that day. So let's say you're feeling sad that day, you can dress yourself in oranges, yellows, and reds. Or let's say you need healing, for example, you can put on green. Green is a very healing color. Blue is too. So it just depends on what you're going through. So you could use these in those other ways. For example, if I got this card here, clairaudience, maybe I spend the day reading about clairaudience. Maybe I'm not clairaudient, but I want to learn more about it. You know, so there's other ways to use them if you did not want to do mediumship. This right here could be a gratitude moment. So maybe you would want to spend the day in gratitude, or do a gratitude journal, or a gratitude exercise, or gratitude meditation. So you can still use these if you're not a medium, or not interested in mediums, not interested in mediumship. With most of these, there's still a way to use them. So that's another thing too. If you wanted to use it for like a daily pull, a daily journal pull, an altar. If you wanted to work with it on your altar, you could put this on the altar, and that day focus on gratitude. So there's a lot of ways to use these. It's very clever. So you guys, I hope that you like this. Let me know in the comment section, and you come back soon because I got a lot more to say. Don't forget, I'm going to put the link to this particular deck right underneath this video. See you later.